Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Monday Makes video on my YouTube channel and blog. For today's project, I am featuring the stamp set called Christmas to Remember, and also I'm just sharing a way of using your designer series paper. So I have a whole bunch of little bits and bobs here from this is Whimsy and Wonder designer series paper. You can't get this paper anymore, but maybe you have it in your stash and want to an idea of how to use it. So here I have like I said, little strips of the designer series paper, and I am matting it with a coordinating color. This happens to be mint macaron, and I'm going to be just adhering this whole little strip to the card. So this just shows you how you can utilize some of your designer series paper. So I've been sort of absent for a week or so, and I was doing some videos inconsistently, so I'm catching up today. I wanted to share with you some of the cards that I'm giving to my customers. I'm a hairdresser, and I am very, very busy right now in this season, and but I love to give my customers who support my small business a little something when they come around for their haircut, their Christmas haircut. So there's always a little gifty with some hair samples, and then there is a beautiful handmade card. And even now, I actually don't even write on the inside of the card. I do have like a little post-it note saying, you know, I wish you a Merry Christmas, but you go ahead and use this card if you need one in a hurry, kind of thing. So the card itself is a gift for my customers. Anyway, you can see what I'm doing here. These little strips, I've matted the designer series paper on. I'm adhering to the card base. Now these card bases are basic white, and they're the thick kind. And this particular strip here I put on correctly with the directional designer series paper going the right way. And then this one I put on the wrong way. So I'll show you how I fix that in a minute. So this is not only just to show you how to utilize your designer series paper, but sort of fortuitous mistakes that we make in crafting and how we fix them. So again, here is a piece of card that I mounted, and it's just a little too big. It's not even on either side. So right in the middle of crafting, I will stop what I'm doing and I will trim down the paper. I'm taking a few minutes out of this video to introduce to you a creative escape called Home for the Holidays. This is a crafting experience for when the holidays are winding down and you finally have time for a creative escape for yourself. I've created 12 really fun and beautiful card designs, each packaged in their own kit. You can mix and match from the designs and come up with a stack of amazing cards created in an afternoon. Best of all, you can use a sentiment stamp that you have on hand. You'll get a PDF emailed to you. Each kit costs $3, or you can get 4 kits for $10. There'll be a minimal shipping fee, of course. The Home for the Holiday kits are while supplies last. They go on sale December 1st to the 20th. There is a link in the description of this video to register for the Home for the Holidays crafting escape. Now, back to the video. I just want you to know this is December 12th that I am editing this video, and I still have some card designs for sale. So they're not all sold out, but they are going quickly. So I do hope that you take me up on the offer. Okay, back to the video here. We are sticking the strips to my basic white card, and if I know that there'll be comments in the comments below that'll say, oh, well, this designer series paper is all sold out. Yes, it is. You can't get it at this time. And I don't know, I think that it is just done, but you might have it in your stock. Or you might have another designer paper that might work for this. Just be mindful of the directional. And I will show, or the direction, I should say, of the pattern. And I will show you I have a couple videos coming up that'll show you how to use the paper in different ways. But this pattern paper can be utilized, like any pattern paper can do for Christmas. I just happened to have this. So you can see what I have done here in order to fix my little mistake of the directional paper going the other way. I cut the basic white thick in half, and now I can adhere it to, this is a mint macaron card base. So I have fixed my little problem, and no one would be the wiser. And what I actually like to do when I do full like quarter sheets like this is I will put the card on the bottom and use my desk as a level. And then that way when I fold stuff over, I can trim it. And I'll show you that in a minute. I did want to just share with you the stamp set that I was using, the Christmas to Remember. And I'm using Stays On ink, which is it's like an alcohol, it's kind of like an alcohol ink. It's not really, it just sticks to everything. And it is a beautiful ink to use on the red rubber stamps and white paper. It is gorgeous. It gives you a crisp, black, sharp impression. And of course you can use whatever ink that you want. I just happen to use the black because I do feel that the sentiment needs to sort of stand out on this card design anyway. So I ended up using the Stays On, and it is truly one of my favorite inks, as long as and I like to clean my stamps as soon as I use them. So I do not have any discoloring. If you're using photopolymer stamps, you may get some discoloration of the stamp itself, but it is not going to harm the stamp. So here is some vellum, and this is a good little trick to use, especially if you're not using anything special like a die to cut these out. Again, I wanted to keep this as like a Monday Makes video because this is a very simple card design, even though there's a couple of layers. They're just simple. You don't need the big shot or the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You don't need any of those. You need some card. You need some designer series paper. Here we're utilizing some vellum, which is a neat paper as well. Supposing if you didn't have vellum, you could use foil. You could use something that blends with or matches the pattern paper that you're using. This is just to give you some ideas about how to use pattern paper and what kind of a design would work nicely for a mass production situation. So I see probably 6 clients a day at this point right now, not as much as I used to pre-COVID, but I'm still seeing quite a bit of clients, and I make cards. I don't make a huge batch, but like today I'm making this batch, and then I have a couple other videos I'm going to share with you today as well, that those are mass produced as well for my customers and the people that I see on a regular basis, like the mail people and that sort of thing. So you can see what I'm doing here. There's dimensional adhesive on the back of the vellum pieces. I did trim the vellum to fit my sentiment piece. Those are just cut out. Like I said, you don't need a die cutting machine whatsoever. And I am putting it on the bottom third. And it doesn't matter if it was the right side up or the card base that was cut in half. It's nice to share mistakes, right? I think it turned out really nicely. So here I'm folding them in half with my bone folder. And what I was talking about before, where, you have the card, the quarter sheet attached to your card panel like this one. I liked to put the free edge, the card on the table, and then so I could do this. This trimming off of anything that's not even. So I know it's going to be even when the card opens, but I can trim off anything that is not correct. And at this point I needed to trim off, 2 little pieces. I do this all the time. I might not share it on my videos because a lot of times my cards are planned out and I don't really have any issue, but I'm going, Mach 4 with these cards. I need to get them done quickly. I have a lot of clients and customers that I'm going to see in the next week, 2 weeks. And then I get to go on Christmas holidays. Woohoo! But until then, there's still a lot of work to be done. And I just wanted to share with you, how I create my customer cards. So, you can see all the supplies I used today below in the video see more section or in the supply section of my blog. And those fast links will take you to my Canadian online store. And I would love the chance to meet you and earn your business. I appreciate you so very much for watching. So thank you and bye for now.